Hi, my name is John McKegg. I'm a licensed real estate representative with Royal LePage RCR in Alliston. I've been licensed since 2000. I'm putting together a series of short videos related to real estate topics that I get asked from time to time from clients or just the general public. And I'm putting these videos together on topics that are most commonly asked. But there are probably some other issues that or questions that people have, and I'd certainly appreciate the opportunity to answer them. There's nothing I like better than to assist people in the area of real estate, one of my real true passions. So this video is about why isn't your property selling? That's a fairly common question, not necessarily to me, but to real estate in general. It usually takes, in a market such as now, it takes 45 to 60 days, and in some cases, depending on the property, it could take 90 or over days on the market to sell your property. People tend to become concerned after about the first 14 days or 2 weeks on the market, and what they want to know is, why hasn't their house sold? In a buyer's market, houses tend to take a little bit longer to sell. In a seller's market, houses tend to sell faster. Now, in 2017, we had a seller's market, and people were getting into bidding wars, and houses were selling for over asking price, and houses were selling within a matter of a couple of days or even sooner of going onto the market. Now, there's been a slight adjustment in the market, and houses aren't selling for quite as high as what they were before. They're still selling for very strong prices, but they're not selling for what we saw in 2017. And when we get an inquiry from somebody, a client that wants to know why their house hasn't sold, sometimes it's just because it is taking a little bit longer than what they were seeing in 2017. But in a lot of cases, it has to do with pricing. The number one reason why a house doesn't sell is because it's priced too high. And you have to continually monitor the market that you're in and your house is in, to see what's happening with the competition and what's coming on the market, what's going off the market, what's happening with other houses. Are they sitting on the market as well, or are they selling relatively quickly? Depending on all of that, you can take a look at price and you can see if your house is priced competitively. As I mentioned before, you need to know what the competition is in the area, and you need to be aware of houses that are coming onto the market, not just what's on the market at the time that you list, but what's happening while your property is on the market. You want to know what the competition is, and you have to be able to react to that competition within reason. Perhaps your house isn't marketed properly, so what you want to do is you want to be in communication with your real estate agent. You want to find out how the house is being marketed. You should find that out in the beginning, but you should also, as time goes on, you should find out, okay, so what have you done to market my property recently? Have you done print ads? Is it on the internet? Have you made any adjustments to such things as photography? I provide my clients with professional photography, and quite often I get feedback from both my clients and customers and the general public who say that the photography looks fantastic, and the nice thing is that the photography actually looks like the house in person. There's nothing worse than having bad photography that either shows the house better than it actually is, because when somebody goes to see the house and they see the flaws in the house, they are disappointed. They want to see the house as it shows, but they want it to see it at its best light as well. So it's going to be a case of great photography and proper staging if that's the case. So the house may have to be decluttered, or it may have to have some better lighting. Other reasons why a house may sell might have something to do with the motivation of the seller. Sometimes the seller isn't motivated enough to do the things that need to be done in order to make the property show at its very best. Could be a case of, if it needs a new roof, perhaps it's better that the roof be replaced prior to it going on the market if it's really, really bad, or replacing some windows if the windows are really bad. You don't necessarily have to do that. Sometimes you can price the property accordingly, but you just have to be aware that when people are looking at your house, most people want to move into a house and do very little changes to the house after they've moved in. Sometimes it's a case of they just don't want the workload, and sometimes it's a case of they won't have the available funds to be able to make those improvements. So if you can do the improvements prior to the house going on the market, that's fantastic. Just be very careful on the improvements that you do make, because you sometimes do not get dollar for dollar what you put into those improvements. And the other situation is that sometimes those improvements take longer than anticipated, and you could possibly miss the market if it's later on in the season, in the real estate season. It's important to talk to your real estate agent and find out what the best strategy is in order to get your property sold for the most amount of money in the least amount of time. So I hope you find this information useful. My name is John McKegg. I'm a licensed real estate representative with Royal LePage RCR in Alliston. I've been licensed since 2000. In order to reach me, you can reach me in person. I'm at Royal LePage RCR at 7 Victoria Street West in Alliston. You can call me on my Toronto line, 1-866-772-5368. My local is 705-435-3000. My direct is 705-791-2221. My email is johnmckeag@royallepage.ca. My website is www.johnmckeagsells.ca. And my Facebook business page is the symbol @John McKegg Realtor. If you know of somebody who is thinking about buying or selling, whether it's family, friends, or a coworker, I'd certainly appreciate the opportunity to talk to them. Feel free to pass my name on to them and have them contact me. One of the greatest compliments I can receive as a realtor is a referral of somebody's family or friends. Feel free to contact me at any time with any questions that you have. If you would like to meet with me, feel free to contact me. I certainly appreciate the opportunity to do that. So thanks very much for your time. I hope you find this information useful, and we'll talk to you soon. Bye for now.